Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Happy New Year and welcome to the very first resin video of 2026. Now, if you remember last Christmas, 2025, I made those trays. Guys, I'm already with the wrong words. I made those trays. They were my absolute favorite. Chuck it all in, icy, frosty, wintry themed, and I'd run out of the silver diamonds, and I said to you guys in that video I'm gonna contact Sharon Kerr at Resin Supplies Den and order some more, and that's exactly what I did. I placed my order, fully paid for, guys, from Sharon at Resin Supplies Den on Facebook. Sharon then did message me saying she's gonna send me a few extra bits that she feels would also be very, very wintry, icy, snowy, and work well for those types of resin pieces. So here we are. This one is stunning. Look at this, mirror strands, and it literally looks like shards of ice that have broken free. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Definitely using those in today's video. Next up, we have got Ariel. This is beautiful, very, very pretty and delicate kind of glitter. Next up, we've got this one. Turn it around, Claire. Come on. A chunky rainbow white. There you go. Chunky rainbow white. I'm never quick enough. I'm always quicker on the voiceover. Waiting for me to be slow on the video. Next up, we've got icicle. I don't know why I didn't use this in today's video, but we are using 3 of the glitters that were sent to me by Sharon, as well as the diamonds, the silver diamonds. This one here took my actual breath away. It is beautiful. It has got the most dainty, delicate little snowflakes in there that took me a second to see, but it is stunning. Next up, we've got Grace, another super white, glistening, almost pink blue holographic glitter. Then we've got this finally, Heavenly Heather. Gorgeous. So yeah, I'm using a combination of the glitters that were sent to me. The one that I bought was of the silver diamonds, and we're going to be doing a chuck it all in technique, but in miniature. We're going teeny tiny, very, very reflective of the trays that I made at Christmas. We've also got some mirror cut glass. We've got some silver foil. We're going to be using the super sparkle white. We're literally using it all, guys. We're using it all. We're also using some blue mica and white liquid, which I shall show you very shortly. These are the molds we're using. I'm doing both sets. These are from Let's Resin. They are my absolute favorite go-to jewelry molds. They are beautiful. The resin I'm using in today's video is the Apex resin, of course linked below with your discount code. Now, if you are brand new to resin, I've had a lot of messages lately saying that you've just started epoxy resin, which is incredible. Like, I hope you guys are loving it. But if you are brand new to epoxy resin, then the Apex resin is a 1-to-1 measurable by volume. So you need a calibrated cup with numbers on the side. You pour part A, say up to whatever you want. You pour part A to 100 and then you pour part B to 200. That's measurable 1-to-1 by volume. Mix thoroughly for 5 minutes. This is the color I was telling you I'm using. This is the Let's Resin mica powder. Stunning. It says cyan on the bottle, but it's very, very icy blue. I'm also using a lot of these little cups. They are absolutely perfect for your chuck it all in videos, depending on size. Like, if you're doing a massive tray, then you want bigger cups, naturally. But for these teeny tiny little jewelries, they're just perfect. Now, first up, the snowflakes. They're just precious, absolutely beautiful. I just want the snowflakes. I don't want the surrounding glitter in this project. Obviously, further down the line when I do something else with this, I will want them. But for me, those snowflakes are just perfect. Honestly, thank you so much, Sharon. Yeah, love them. Now, each and every one of these cavities is going to get a snowflake. Might get 2. There was no real rules with this video. I love, guys, if you've been with me more than a month, you will know I love a chuck it all in. It gives you absolute free reign and allows you to forgive yourself the mess, because for me, chuck it all in just produces the most spectacular results always. And it's definitely a trust the process process because sometimes you're like, what on earth? What am I doing? But I think when you stick to the same color schemes, like right now we are going white, winter white, frosted, icy white. And you just can't go wrong with that. I genuinely don't think you can go wrong with that. It's all going to work together. Now, this is the mirror shards. Stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't wait to see what they look like. So again, we've got the silver diamonds, we've got super sparkle white, we've got the mirror shards, then we've got cut glass right here in my hand. That's from the garden centre. Chunks of mirror glass. Then in goes the super sparkle white. You can see that's super like static. It goes everywhere. Then we've got silver foil. We've also got that icy blue mica powder. We've also got liquid white pigment. So tying those all together is definitely going to give you, I don't want to say it, but a Disney film recently out in the last 10 years all about snow and ice. I don't want to get copyrighted, but it's definitely those color schemes. Like, it's definitely giving those colors. But yeah, all going into these teeny tiny individual pots, should I say. As it says on screen, I am intentionally keeping the bubbles, by which I mean I'm intentionally not seeking out a way to get rid of the bubbles. Now, I do have the Let's Resin bubble remover machine. I could have absolutely used it. I've got a lot of bubbles today because A, the resin is cold. B, I did not take my time mixing part A and part B together. I purposely, intentionally set out with the mindset of wanting bubbles in these. There are going to be some clear sections, and I want those clear sections to have bubbles in. Most unlike me, you know me, if I ever get a bubble, I'm like, oh no, there's a bubble. But this time around, we're going for not oceans, we're going for lakes, frozen lakes that have those bubbles under the surface. And therefore I didn't go out of my way to heat the resin up. I didn't use alcohol. I didn't put my resin through my bubble removing machine. It was intentional. So yeah, stir fast and you will get bubbles, even in the most beautifulest crystal clear resin like Apex. When it's cold and you stir fast, you will introduce bubbles into the resin. So that's a good way to introduce bubbles. Now, this section is going to be slightly sped up just because in real time I was truly taking my time. Equally, this is where we're chucking it all in. We're putting all of these different components into these teeny tiny molds, and I want a little bit of everything in everything on this particular mold. Now, we're doing both molds, right? They're going to be different aesthetics. This mold here has got the snowflakes. It's going to have the crushed glass. That's what I'm doing here. This mold here is not getting the snowflakes. This mold I can only describe as glass slipper Cinderella. Think Cinderella coach, think icy. Yeah, there's no color going into these, so these are going to be just resin and some of these stunning glitters and reflective glasses and things like that. But yeah, different but the same, if that makes any kind of sense. So again, a little bit sped up for you, a little bit of everything going into everything. And we've got some of the I think this is the mirror shards from Sharon Kerr, the one with strands, mirror strands. I also want a little bit of blue in everything. Again, this is the Let's Resin Icy Blue Mica. It's going everywhere. Now, when I say this is the fun part, this is the let your creative juices flow, no rhyme or reason, no rules, just get it in there. Where it lands is where it lands. But what I will say is pour them in separately, right? Pour your components in separately so that they do have some degree of separation in the final product. I mentioned this when I created the jewellery tray. If you mix all of these together, of course, you're not going to get that, right? But if you pour in separately, you will get some blending, but you will get degree of separation. You will see the individual components that have gone in to making your pieces. I just love this. There's something so freeing about it. I know that all of these colors are going to work together, therefore I don't really care where I put them. I know it's going to work. Now, hindsight is a wonderful thing, and I always like to look at what I would do differently if I were to do this again. And the only one thing I would do completely differently if I were to do this again is to put the blue directly over the back of the snowflakes. Now, on Demold, you will see what I'm talking about, but the snowflakes are the, not main star of the show, like main character, but I did want to see the snowflakes. And there are a couple of results where you can't really see the snowflakes because I haven't put the blue over the back of them. I've put white and it just camouflages them, I guess. So yeah, a little lesson there for me. If I were to do this again, I would definitely put a bit of the blue over the back of the snowflakes just to make sure that we see them. But all in all, still stunning results. And like I said, a little bit of something going into every single one, chucking it all in, making sure that each and every individual pendant has got at least 5 things in it. It's not messy, it's just time consuming, and that's fine. That's all fine. I've got all the time in the world. So many songs in there somewhere. But yeah, there you go. A little bit of everything in everything. And I have sped all of this up. Now, for me now, I just need to finish these off and fill up each individual cavity. Now, the beauty of these molds, I've used these molds many times on my channel. They're my favourite pendant jewellery mold. They've got this gorgeous, almost nuggety, rounded edge to the front. They're not 90-degree edge molds, and I love that. I love the feel of them. They're so tactile. They feel gorgeous to hold. So at this point, cleaning up the edges is imperative. It's absolutely essential. Cleaning up all of my messes, making sure that when I fill these up, I'm going to be able to get a beautiful domed finish. And it's not going to pour out of the mold because I've left the mold in a complete mess. Now, at this point, I started to fill them up. I thought, all right, I'll use the rest of the clear resin to fill them up, forgetting that I had this other mold that really needed the clear resin more than these guys did. So I quickly stopped here and I transferred over to the other mold that really needs the clear in it. This mold here, again, same principle, right? Same aesthetic, icy, frosty aesthetic, but just that. No colour, no white, no blue, no snowflakes, just the silver diamonds, super sparkle white, and some crystal clear resin. Now, at this point, the resin has been sitting there quite a while because I've been fiddling with the other mold. So it is clearer than I wanted it to be. The irony that I want bubbles in my resin this time, and I got it pretty clear. It has, of course, it heats up in the cup after a while, and that naturally does disperse the bubbles, right? So if you are new to resin, the fact that this bit of resin here has been sitting there does mean that I've got fewer bubbles now, but I've still got bubbles, so I'm okay. I'm just filling all of these up now with that crystal clear resin, no colours added, no nothing, and I was just hoping for the best. So yeah, think Cinderella's glass slipper on these ones. Still super frosty, snowy and icy, and yeah, let me know if you are in the UK or wherever you are in the world. Let me know where you're watching from, and also if you've got snow. Obviously, if you're in Australia, I know you don't. I know it's your glorious summer and you're coming up into your autumn now in the next couple of months, but this is what we're looking like. Got a beautiful dome on each and every pendant because I took my time to clean the mold before filling them completely to the top. Excited to see what those look like. Now, these also need to be filled up. Haven't got much clear resin left at this point, but I have got a few of these little cups that have got all the extra bits in. So yeah, again, no real rhyme or reason. I'm not really putting much thought into where I'm putting the stuff. I'm just making sure that I get the molds filled, and I've got a gorgeous dome on each and every one. So whatever I had left, just it went in, whether that was the mirror shards or the super sparkle or anything. Whatever I had, I put it in, and I couldn't honestly get enough. At this point, I thought they were looking like little miniature globes, you know, where you've got the ocean, where the ocean meets the land. I think I want to do that one time. Try it, but with green. If you were actually looking at an image of Earth, you would see the ocean and then you'd see some green. It doesn't sound like it would work together, but they are colours of nature, and I think especially that round one, top row, looks like an image from space, you know, of the Arctic or something. Anyway, I'm going off on one now. It's 24 hours later. It's time to demold these beauties, and beauties they are. I love them. This one in particular is up there as one of my favourites. You can see bottom, right at the bottom, I've lost a snowflake under the white, but the blue and the snowflake, stunning. Top left is the mirror pieces. On the right, you can see the silver diamonds. It's just all beautiful together. Absolute snow and ice, frosted vibes. This one here, you can just about see the snowflakes, and we almost got some of that Larimer effect, or Larimer, I think that's how they pronounce it. I've never done the Larimer effect deliberately. Not really my cup of tea, but it kind of looks cool there. It definitely looks icy. This one here again, you've got the snowflake. You've got the mirror. You can see the reflection in the mirror, and I absolutely love. Cannot get enough of this, guys. Let me know if you are a chuck it all in fan, because I just don't think you can go wrong when you select a combination of ingredients that all work together in the same color scheme, in the same colorways. Put them all together in a mold, but stunning. Look at this one. Beautiful. The dark black at the bottom, that's the backs of the mirror chunks from the garden centre. So it's potluck really. You're either going to get the front, which is the mirror, or the black, which is the back, but either way they work. And this one here, you can clearly see those mirror shards that Sharon Kerr sent me. Stunning, just beautiful, each and every one. Absolutely icy, frosted snow. Now I'm not gonna go through each and every individual piece from the clear, because again, I don't want the video to be like an hour long, but they all came out so beautifully, exactly what I wanted. I love the blue. The blue is perfect. What colors would you do? Let me know as well in the comment section what colors you would do. Now these are the clear. Like I said, I'm not going to show you individually, as I did with the blues, what they're looking like, but this is pretty much an idea of what they're looking like. We've got everything in there, and we have got a clear section in each and every one that is packed with the smallest micro bubbles possible. You can see them. They are there. You see them? The fizz. I can only describe it as a fizz, like a fizzy lemonade or a fizzy water. Love. These are my favourites out of the whole collection. These ones here are my absolute wowzers. We're going to finish them off, of course. Now, I've just bought these. You would have seen these before on my channel, but I had none left. These are called pinch bales. They're okay. I mean, the majority of them are perfect, but some are just too small for these molds. They just won't open and close around these tiny molds. So I do wonder, like, what are they being used for? Like, they must be used for the smallest, thinnest slivers of polymer clay creations, because some of them are so teeny tiny, they just will not go on. But luckily I had enough to put on these molds, but they're so gorgeous. And I thought it has to be the pinch bales, because look at this. They're the absolute perfect way to finish off this icy, snowy feel. You will need pliers with these. They're super tough to open up, which is good. Really hard to open up with just hands. So a pair of pliers would definitely come in handy. And here's me trying trying to put it in. I didn't do a very good job. We got there in the end. Yeah, they come in pinch form. That's the only way to describe it. You basically clamp them together. They hold your pendant. They're absolutely beautiful. They're lending themselves really well to the ice vibe. And a bit of a squeeze with the pliers, and that is not moving anywhere. Like, unless you physically pull it off, it's gonna stay there. Now, you could of course put a bit of glue in there if you wanted, but I like mine to be free moving. Yeah, each and every pendant got one of these. I will save you having to sit through all of that because there's a lot of pendants. Now, for some of them, the resin did go over, so I do have to just use my jewellery drill just to drill through and make sure that the hole goes both sides. But yeah, this is what we're looking like, and we will cut now. They are all done, all looking positively, guys, can I even say snow ice themed again? Take a shot for every time I say snow, ice, frosted, frozen. They're all looking pretty frozen and gorgeous, right up my street. Everything about them I love. The pinch bales work so beautifully with these, honestly. All of these combinations of glitters, super sparkles and cut glass, mirror glass and silver foil, it all just works. Now, to finish, you could go down the silver jewellery chain. Like, you can get rope chains, silver chains, faux leather chains, whatever works best for you. But I saw this on Amazon and I was like, that's about as icy as it gets, right? So this is a metallic reflective silver faux leather rope, and it just works. It just works. I had enough on that roll. That tiny roll came with loads on it. I had enough on that roll for every single pendant that I made in today's video, bar one. So they've all now got their rope. These would just be tied in a bow at the back of your neck. But yeah, I had enough except for this little fella. This little fella does not have any rope because there was not enough to go around. And they're all generous lengths as well. So yeah, really happy. Well, I hope you feel inspired. And again, I will leave Sharon Kerr's details down below. This video is not sponsored by Sharon Kerr, guys. But I did get some of the most beautiful wintry glitters and sparkles from Sharon. The silver diamonds is the one I purchased from Sharon. But I hope you guys feel inspired. This is what they look like on. I absolutely love it. Oh, look at me. Stop it. Anyway. This is what they look like. I hope you love them as much as I do. I also have some gorgeous powders that I've just bought. And they are dark blue. Do you remember me ages ago asking you guys for the darkest of blue mica powders? I have 2 to try out, which I am so excited about. I got those from Amanda Towgood at Resin Supplies Den, who does the UVDTF stickers. So I've bought those as well, and I have those, and I'm going to be trying those out along a similar kind of scheme. So yeah, keep that notification bell on to check out that video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you if you are still here. This was a long video and I appreciate you all for hanging around. I hope you feel inspired in some way and stay warm. I hope this snowstorm that is due to arrive tomorrow does not impact you and you have fun in the snow. And if you hate snow, I am sorry. I hope you stay safe and stay indoors, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.